What is up, my viewers and subscribers? This is my in-depth Raw review. I wrote some stuff down so I wouldn't forget. Let's get started. Oh, and also there's going to be some updates for my channel, okay? The opening segment was scenes from last week, you know, Kane doing the whole I must get Cena to embrace hate stuff. And Kane opens the show and talks about Cena embracing the hate, you know, getting him to embrace the hate. And he says somebody's gonna ride in the ambulance. You'll find that out a little bit later. Jerry Lawler gets on the mic and talks about this new concept, Elimination Chamber debate, which to me was interesting. You know, never had one of those. And it consisted of CM Punk, Chris Jericho, Kofi Kingston, The Miz, and Dolph Ziggler. Did I say Dolph Ziggler? CM Punk, Kingston, Miz, Jericho, Dolph Ziggler. Who am I forgetting? Am I forgetting anyone? I don't know. But, oh, R-Truth, yes. I can't believe I forgot R-Truth, man. I'm out of it. Especially the funny stuff that he did. Like he talked about, if I'm elected, I'm gonna trade Dolph Ziggler and Vicky Guerrero to SmackDown and trade them for Hornswoggle and a box of spiders. And he talks about smashing up the spiders and making spider soup and drinking them and everything. And he talks about them having high protein and low carbs and all this. It was pretty funny. And one part, Jericho talks about Kofi Kingston being an afterthought, and I agree. I mean, and for those of you who think that Kofi got buried because of his little botch, no, that's not the case. The reason why Kofi Kingston was gonna get buried anyways. I mean, Kofi Kingston was gonna be put on the injured reserve list. I mean, who gets punted and then comes back a week later and continues a feud? I mean, you know, Kofi Kingston, they never planned for him to do anything. He was just another stepping stone. I'm getting a little fed up with this whole CM Punk acting like a PG version of Y2J, you know, with the whole name calling and the rants and the trash talking and the whole, you know, PG version of the ass clown, you know, that whole ass clown thing that Jericho did. He keeps calling John Laurinaitis clown shoes and this whole thing and acting like a PG Y2J. It was good for a while, but it's kind of getting old, and now that Jericho's back, I mean, how can you look Jericho in the eyes and not be like, hey, I'm a PG version of you? I mean, and why are they doing this? Why are they bringing back the bland vanilla Jericho? I don't want to see him. I don't want to see the, you know, like The Rock says, he has the haircut of a 12-year-old boy. I don't want to see that. I want to see the long-haired rock star Jericho. The guy that talked trash to people, and he was entertaining while he did it. I don't want to see the boring Jericho. I want to see the fun-loving, entertaining Jericho. The one that came back in 2009 and slowly digressed around 2010. At the end of this segment, you know, and Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler was talking about, you know, I know what state I'm in, and he looked right at R-Truth while he did it, and that's funny because it's like, you know, R-Truth that one time he didn't get the state right that they were in, so you know that's probably why he hasn't won the WWE title yet, and he's not going to. I'm sorry, but it's not gonna happen right now. And anyone who thinks Kofi's gonna win, please don't even go there, because Kofi is one of the furthest away. It's probably gonna come down to maybe R-Truth, CM Punk, and Jericho, with R-Truth getting eliminated by either CM Punk or Jericho, and then it's gonna be, you know, the two people that's gonna be fighting at WrestleMania. So you know, it's not gonna happen. What I just said is gonna happen. I don't know. And you know, the first match is Jericho versus Kofi Kingston. A lot of good, you know, stuff in this. Kofi Kingston right off the bat starts going after Jericho and beating the crap out of him, and Jericho tries to take a breather, but Kofi Kingston does a suicide dive and hits Jericho. And you know, and here's the thing, Jericho claims that Kofi Kingston's athletic ability is somehow a rip-off of him, and the fact that, you know, Jericho has never done, I don't believe Jericho has ever done a springboard crossbody. If anyone's ever seen him do that, I apologize, but I don't think I've ever seen him do that. Maybe he did it like a couple times, I can't remember, but you know, whatever. And I know there's a lot of things that Kofi has done that Jericho can't do, especially now that he's all old and flabby and whatnot. You know, he's got his, you know, abs back though, but you know, he's just not as athletic as he used to be. Yeah, Kofi Kingston doing the springboard crossbody and all that, and you know, it was a good match. And he did the Trouble in Paradise. He actually did the Trouble in Paradise on Chris Jericho, and I thought that was over. I was like, wow, this is unexpected. But then I saw Jericho next to the ropes, and I'm like, oh, this is obvious rope break, and it was. And I knew Jericho was gonna win, and he did via eye rake, followed up by an RK. No, not RKO. Code breaker. I'm sorry. I'm just messing up all over the place, you know. And so that ends the first match. The second match, Randy Orton versus Big Show, and this started because of what Daniel Bryan did last Friday. You know, that whole situation that broke out in a brawl and all this. Yeah, it was an okay match. Well, it was pretty good. You know, there was one point where Randy Orton got Big Show down to his knees, and then he tried to kick him, and Big Show caught him and slapped his chest and all that. And then later on in the match, you know, he caught Big Show. Well, he caught Big Show running, and he did a drop kick, and then he caught him on the apron later, and he did another drop kick, and Big Show stood there, and he was bent over. You know, he's bent over the ropes, and I believe Randy Orton kicked him right in the head, and then did the spike DDT. The first RKO that he did was kind of messed up, because it's like Randy Orton was supposed to fall with Big Show, but instead Big Show fell before Orton slammed him. And you know how commentators are, they don't want to bring it up because they're supposed to call the match regardless of what they see, because you know they saw that. You know they saw the botch, right? And I think I was corrected on this. I thought it was Randy Orton that did it, but apparently Big Show is to blame. And the crowd was letting him have it. I can't believe that this happened. They actually yelled, "You fucked up," and the censor crew was nowhere to be found. That's when you can tell that Raw is live, because when you can't edit things, that's when you know it's live, when there's no edited footage. Because you know if that wasn't live, it would have been edited. You know, if that was taped. But Randy Orton gets him later. He does the RKO again, and he pins Big Show and all that. And so that ends that. It was a pretty good match. And HBK goes down to the ring, talks about, being Mr. WrestleMania and Hall of Fame and all this. And later on, Triple H comes out and talks about, the end of an era, and how he can't end Undertaker because he's the only one left. What about Big Show? Doesn't he count? I mean, Mark Henry. Those guys were there. I mean, but, probably because he probably said it was an end of an era because basically, Undertaker was there. Undertaker was there for a long time, like over 20 years, like 25 years or something like that. Actually, he arrived after Shawn Michaels, I believe it was. Was it? I don't know. But, yeah, and he talks about, all this, and HBK tells them to look him in the eye. Oh, and, here's another thing that I really hate. The fact that they are building up this like everyone wants it to happen. It's really stupid. And the fact, and you can tell there were a bunch of puppets, a bunch of Vince McMahon's little puppets in the crowd, because they were chanting one more match. There was obviously a bunch of Vince McMahon's little puppets, so you can tell. And so then, HBK says the dumbest thing. He says that he was waiting for the words that everyone wanted to hear. He was waiting for Triple H to accept Undertaker's challenge. That's just stupid. No one wanted to hear that. Everybody was hoping Undertaker would get a new challenger, but no, we have to have him fight a bunch of geriatrics because Undertaker can't go like he used to. And I know a few marks are gonna hate me for this. I know a few marks are gonna hate on me for this, but whatever. So, you know, and after, you know, after all that, HBK tells Triple H, look me in the eye and tell me no. Then they do this whole stare down thing, and then Triple H says no. So, you know, and then right before Triple H is about to leave, Taker does his second return promo. You know, he has the wig and the hat and the coat and, you know, whatever. And it's showing clips where he was getting his ass kicked at WrestleMania, but he still won. I mean, really. He was getting his ass kicked at WrestleMania and wasn't able to walk out on his own power. And plus, it had Triple H talking about he felt sorry for The Undertaker and all this. And you know what? I'm getting tired of this crap. For those of you who buy into WWE's little let's forget the past tactics, Triple H has actually fought. He's actually wrestled Undertaker twice at WrestleMania. For those of you who don't know, for those of you who had just become fans like about 2 or 3 years ago, Triple H wrestled Undertaker at WrestleMania 17, okay? And now they're gonna do it again for the 3rd time. Whatever. So that ends that. And now we get Dolph versus R-Truth. Another match getting us ready for Elimination Chamber. The Elimination Chamber match. And it was pretty short. I couldn't even pay attention, it was so short. R-Truth rolls. You know, R-Truth does a cradle, which I still refer to as a fluke pin. He does that cradle thing and wins the match. And I'm pretty sure we all know who to thank for that. I mean, that Triple H and HBK promo lasted a pretty good while. And then we have Tamina versus Nikki. And might I add, I don't know why Nikki was in her little swimsuit, you know, her skin tight swimsuit, whatever it is, like leather or whatever, because the only time you would usually see the Bellas in those kind of outfits was when Kelly was wrestling them, and it was basically because, you know, Kelly needs to see that ass so that she can smack it. And that's pretty much my theory. I don't know why she was doing it today, because Tamina is a serious diva. Why would she be wanting to smack that ass? You know, my theory is that the only time the Bellas ever wear those kind of outfits is when Kelly's in the ring. And it's mainly because Kelly needs to feel that ass when she's slapping it. That's my theory. Give me your theory. Tamina wins. It was an okay match. I mean, Tamina did some, you know, good athletic stuff. She does a Samoan drop followed up by the Snuka Splash. You know, shades of her father, Jimmy Superfly Snuka. the Superfly Splash, I think it is. Yeah, the Superfly Splash, and so she wins that. And then Kane and Cena do a WWE 12 style 3 brawl, and we wonder why the 3 brawl is so sucky. I mean, they're basically showing us why. Because you see, it used to not be free brawl. It was just like, you know, a parking lot brawl or whatever. It used to be where, you know, you wouldn't have all this, you know, whatever. You know, Cena tries to get Eve out of the ambulance, and he does, and Kane, you know, drives away, and unbeknownst to him, Eve is not in the ambulance. Then afterward, Eve slaps a big juicy kiss on Cena, and then afterward he's like, "What was that for?" And she, you know, she's just like, "I'm just saying thank you," or I don't remember. But then Ryder rolls in, and he's like, "Dude." So, you know, are you serious, bro? You're breaking the bro code. Nah, enough of that. Are you serious, bro? You gotta laugh. And CM Punk versus The Miz, pretty good contest. At one point, CM Punk does like boots Miz. He boots Miz in the face. Miz beats up CM Punk. CM Punk beats up Miz, and then it ends with CM Punk making Miz tap via Anaconda Vice. Yeah. Whatever. I'm trying the best I can. I can't do everything in depth. John Cena comes out after the break, and like before the break, Kane rolls. You know, Kane comes back with the ambulance, so somebody's getting put in it. John Cena comes out and talks about Kane cannot get me to embrace the hate, and then he's going off on this, you know, rise above hate bullshit. Whatever. It's not rise above hate. It's rise above criticism is what it is. John Cena doesn't like to be criticized. He doesn't like people criticizing him, so he puts up an imaginary barrier that basically says in big bold letters, rise above hate. He thinks that people are hating on him, but it's just criticism, and he takes it as hate. I don't hate Cena, I just don't like him that much. Ever since he refused to be a full-blown member of the Nexus, I could not stand the way he has taken this whole Boy Scout gimmick and just made us all want to hate him even more, because he's like, you can't get me to embrace the hate because I rise above hate. But what John Cena is doing, he's rising above the people that want to open their eyes instead of the people that keep them closed and they open their ears to Vince McMahon. We all know this to be true. I've known it for years. There are just some people out there that you cannot reach. There are just some people out there that want to believe that John Cena is the greatest just because he's a superhero. Just because he's their Superman. But the thing is, he's constantly burying people that don't deserve it. He's constantly refusing to put anyone over. And even when he does, it doesn't look legit. It doesn't look like a legit victory. It's this whole, oh, and wait a minute here. I forgot to add that Daniel Bryan ruins the match with Big Show and Randy Orton. I'm sorry, I had to backtrack there. I apologize, but I had to. I have to add that Bryan hits Randy Orton with the title belt after Randy Orton does the second RKO and ruins the match. And it's that whole mentality of, if I can't win clean, they can't win clean either. Yeah, it's that whole mentality of, if Randy Orton can't win cleanly, then he can't win cleanly either. It's the same thing with Cena. If Cena can't win cleanly, then no one should win cleanly. You know, that whole thing. And back to the issue at hand, Cena, you know, and then Ryder comes out and tries to get Cena to embrace the hate. Nice work, nice try, but it didn't work. It almost worked though. You know, he slapped, you know, he pushed Cena, he slapped him, whatever. Cena was getting ready to punch him, but then he backed off, and Ryder's like, get away from me, and all that. And you know, then Ryder, you know, and then Kane, after Ryder rolls back to the stage, Kane goes on the Titantron and talks about Cena rising above the hate and all this. And then he comes out and grabs Ryder's wheelchair and throws him off the stage. And this whole thing with Ryder always getting hurt, they just need to kill him off or something. I don't know. Like, not literally kill him, but they need to kill his character or something, because the way it's going, people are gonna find it hard to believe that this guy ain't dead yet. So Kane said somebody's gonna take a ride in the ambulance, right? So Ryder goes off in the ambulance. Cena, you know, got his whole "it's all my fault" face on, and that's the end. And you know, whatever. And that concludes the review part. But and I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for what I did. The backtracking thing. I forgot to add that Daniel Bryan did cause a disqualification. I didn't mean to. I was focused on the issue at hand. You know, I was focused on the task moving forward and not what was right in front of me. I apologize. But here is the update portion of my video, and it's like this. Now, I know I messed up. I'm trying to get my channel back to the way it was. Not that my channel was any good at all, but yeah, I'm trying to get back to the way things used to be. I'm trying to be better than I was, and I tried with the whole HD webcam, and something went wrong. And it's funny, the HD webcam is actually what caused me to delete the videos, because if I had not foreseen my camera losing audio, if I had foreseen that happening, if I had foreseen my camera losing audio, none of this would be happening. I'd be talking to you as the YouTube General right now. Because we all know, because those of you who actually watched my Raw review from last week, I did return as the General, as the YouTube General, but I'm not anymore, because I don't want to do that character right now. I just want to be Mike Wayne, and whatever. I gave you a decent in-depth review. It wasn't all in-depth, but it was kind of. So updates. Yes, I'm coming out with some shows. I might even do like a movie type of thing. These are going to be video game type stuff. I'm going to be using my HD camera that I got right here. And I got it for $300. Can you believe that? And I didn't save. I came into some money, but it's all gone now. It's all gone. Well, most of it's still there, but I'm trying to save that. I shouldn't even be telling you that. I was told not to say anything. But whatever, you're not gonna hit me up for money because I can't send it. But I'm gonna be doing some video game stuff. I'm gonna be doing a let's play. I'm gonna be doing some let's play stuff. That commentary thing where you play the game, and I'm gonna be doing that, and I'm gonna be doing some video game shows. A show that I've been wanting to do is called GTA Chronicles. It's basically based off the GTA 4 video game, and I'm going to be using footage, and I'm going to be using the footage from 3 of the Liberty City stories from the game. I'm going to be doing that, and it's going to be called GTA 4 Chronicles, and it's the story, it's basically following the story of 3 men on their own mission, living their lives and trying to survive in Liberty City. And that's basically what it is. And I made my own little Mortal Kombat vs. DC movie, and I wanted to upload that. And by the way, this is gonna take a long fucking time because my camera works way more differently than my HD camera. It works way differently than the webcam. The webcam, it takes me about 3 or 4 hours, depending on how long the video is. If it's a short video, it doesn't take me very long. It takes me about 3 or 4 hours to save the video onto my hard drive, and then it takes me about 2 hours, 1 or 2 hours to upload, once again depending on how long the video is. So basically what I'm saying is I'm gonna have to upload these the next night because I won't have time to upload them after I record them. So I'm gonna do that, and also stay tuned for my 480p Elimination Chamber reaction video that's coming up soon. I'm gonna do 2 of these, and it's basically me reacting to the Elimination Chamber matches. I'm not gonna do a full-on, Elimination Chamber reaction or any of that. I'm just gonna do like, whatever. I'm gonna be reacting to the Elimination Chamber matches, and that's it. So don't expect much. Won't be doing a I won't be doing a WrestleMania reaction because around that time I like to have my own little WrestleMania party, and what that means is a few of my family members that like wrestling, and maybe a couple friends come over, and we have like this big WrestleMania party. Basically, and I have like food and all this stuff and whatever. But yeah, and I'm not gonna reveal what it is, but something big is coming to YouTube. And if you are not here to watch it, then you're gonna miss out. Something big is coming to YouTube from this channel. The Rebel 180 channel is cooking up something big. It's going to be it's a new vid series. I can't reveal the name. I can't even say what it's going to be. But the big deal about this is that it's going to change YouTube forever. And if you do not support this, it will never be found. It can never be discovered. If you do not support this video, if you do not allow me to bring this video to light, then it means you're not true fans of what I'm going to show you. It means that you are not true fans of what I have in store. It means that you do not like anything fresh. It means that you're not really hardcore people. That you're just softies that like 2-minute, 3-minute videos. So, for those of you who ignore me and have been ignoring me, do not ignore this video that's coming up soon. I guarantee you, in the summer, you will be amazed at what this vid series is. You will be on the edge of your seat throughout every moment of these vids. Please focus, and when you watch these, because I'm going to be putting them up everywhere. I'm going to be posting bulletins on YouTube. I'm going to be doing it big. I'm going to be putting them on Twitter 24/7. I'm going to be putting them on Facebook. My friends, I'm going to be sending you these videos, and if you do not enjoy these videos, then you are not a true fan of what these videos are, the true nature of these videos. I'm not even going to reveal to you of their true nature just yet, but when you see them, please tell me. Please tell me that you do not enjoy these. Please tell me that you do not enjoy that, and I will laugh right in your face, because what I am going to bring to you is going to be the most epic type of footage ever. The most epic type of footage. I can't tell you what it is yet, and I can't tell you the name, but all I can tell you is that it's gonna rock your world, and it will change YouTube forever. So, with that in mind, all I gotta say is, I'm Mike Wayne, aka Rebel 180, and good night.